Hello, friends. I am Chevee. Welcome to my shed. How are you today? How's life in your world? How's things where you are? I hope it's fantastic. I forgot to do this at lunchtime today, so it's actually post work. And I don't know why I forgot. I was not necessarily engaging with anything. I mean, I was. I have an interesting little work problem right now. Uh, it's not really a problem. It's just I gotta come up with an interesting solution for that problem. But yeah, it's weird. So for the last few months, 6 months, I don't know, for a while, for a very long time now, I've been walking at lunch every day. Uh, the path that I take out my front door, down the hill to the park, there's a loop in that park. I do that loop and then come back. It's about 1 mile. And I do it at a pretty brisk pace, so it is cardio. Um, and I usually eat lunch at like 11:30. I go do the walk. I come back. I have tea. We do the show. Then I'm back to work. So my lunch is like 45 minutes. I'm supposed to take an hour. I never do. Like I don't have anything to do that takes an hour. Uh, but for some reason today, I guess maybe I was engaged in something. I honestly don't know what it was. And I came down here thinking, like, what am I going to talk about? The thought is, what did I do today? I don't know. That's a really weird feeling because I know I accomplished things. I've been doing, and I think it's because I've had some background processes running. Uh, I have been at Essen Spiel this year. I talked to Z Garcia. I see him at most conventions and talk to him. And he mentioned my trick taking game Pull. And he said, I don't know why you haven't done anything with that. With the way trick taking games are going right now, I think you have a hit. And I was like, I mean, it's technically available for sale. You can go to the Game Crafter and buy it right now. But I recognize that that's not a place that people go to buy games unless they know, like, oh, this game, I'm going to track it down. And it's had me thinking since that time, since Essen Spiele, that or Spiel Essen, it's probably Spiel Essen, that I should do something with it. It's hard to do nowadays. When I did it in 2016 when I did it like that Kickstarter. Kickstarter was still it wasn't what it is today. Uh, and today to do a small card game like that is difficult. It's really difficult, and I could probably get away with it if I had a few other options. So lately, I've had a background process running. I just did this Dungeon Rummy game. It's pretty neat. I need to tweak it and make it a little bit neater, but not a whole lot. I have Pull. I have Me Booty, which I rethemed as squirrels last year or 2 years ago, which is okay, but I honestly think I like the pirate version better. I'm not sure. I have Madder Than a Hatter, which I've been meaning to retouch for a while. I think I could improve that game a little bit. I have like 4 little card games that could be the basis for a small publishing company, I guess. Could be the foundation for something. And I've been thinking maybe I should resurrect those 4 products, try to tighten them up a little bit, retheme the trap taking game, retheme Pull. I wouldn't release it again as a trap shooting game. Like I did that very intentionally at that time. Um, Not because I was into trap shooting, but it was a hard sell. That was the whole point for me doing that Kickstarter. Was I wanted it to be a hard sell. I wanted to succeed with something that wasn't successful, and I did that. The game is good. The game is very good. I'm very proud of it. But it needs to be rethemed. And I think if I was to retheme it, I would just remove the theme completely and just abstractify it. I don't think there's another like the cool part about that game was what if there was 2 tricks at a time? So there's 2 tricks out. and you play one of your cards face up and one of your cards face down. You can do it in either order. So you can play face down first, face up second, whatever. It's a partnership game, so you're trying to win tricks. And some of those targets that come out are things you don't want. They're negative points. And in the game, I made them animals. Like, you don't want to shoot the bunny. You don't want to shoot the bird. If you do, you get negative points. I think I would just strip all that out. Because there's not really another... Like, the theme fits the mechanics in this game. Like, going out and clay targets go flying and you go bang, bang. The theme fits. But the... I think I would just completely strip it and make it something, call it something like Take Two or, whatever, Double Take or whatever, and just have numbers on cards. But so this has been the last couple of days in particular. This has been running a lot of background processes, me pondering, like, do I want to do that? I think that if I were to do it, all 4 of those products, maybe I would pick 3. I don't want to be the sole creator anymore. I think I would need to find an artist to help me make those products into products. And then I would need to find a manufacturer that's willing to do smaller runs, like 500 decks or something like that, at a reasonable price, that then I could try to go to Kickstarter with it. Or I could just sell. Like, I could just purchase 500 units and have them on my store, and I could go to conventions and sell them or whatever. So that's been running. That's been a little thing that's just circling back here. Like, is that worth my time? It might be. Maybe it is. Maybe I should shoot for it. Those are all games that I am proud of, that I think are successful card games that are hard. That's a very hard market to find a publisher for, because there's hundreds of thousands of other card games competing in that market right now. And I don't mean for sale. I mean hundreds of thousands of prototypes that other people have designed that are competing for publishers' attention right now. And me pulling out those few little designs and saying, "Here, publisher, you should pick mine." That's tough, but I could do it myself. And maybe I should have like a little ongoing store of my own. Maybe that's something that I'm interested in doing. I don't know. Been putting a lot of thought into it, though. So I think that the cool part about the work task that I'm doing right now, number one, it's not the thing that I've been working on for the last 2 months. It's something completely different. It's kind of one of those, it doesn't take a whole lot of focus, and I have to just kind of work out how it's going to work and step my way through the process. And so my mind can wander during that, and I enjoy that sort of thing. Yeah. I don't know. Did you read my article today? Let me know in the comments. Thank you for being here as always. Thank you for liking, commenting, subscribing, being amazing friends and wonderful people. I really appreciate you. And I'll see you again tomorrow. Today's word you should know sounds smart is symbiosis. It is a noun meaning a close interdependency between 2 organisms from 2 different species. The nouveau rich would like to believe they have a symbiosis with us, but in fact they remain wholly separate and distinct. Symbiosis. S-Y-M-B-I-O-S-I-S. When I first looked at it, I think I had a different pronunciation in my head, and then read it and went, oh yeah, that's how that actually works. And I think maybe you're right. Yesterday, I think sycophant. Maybe that is the way I've heard it. I'm not sure. That was just my gut reaction yesterday.